behalf of Jamie and Abby, I'd like to begin by welcoming everyone and thanking you for being here today. They are absolutely delighted you could be here today to share in their joy during this wonderful moment in their lives. And they want to acknowledge that many of you have traveled far to be here today, and they're grateful for all the efforts that were made to ensure that this room would be full, and I think it is, and that it represents all the different stages of their lives. And by your presence here today, you celebrate with them the love that they have discovered in each other, and you support their decision to join their lives together in marriage. Jamie and Abby are especially grateful for the love and the support that they have received from their parents today and every day. Peter and Alana, Jane and Andy, you have helped and watched them grow. First as individuals and then together as a couple. And they thank you for the way that you have lived by example, instilling in them the importance of love, adventure, friendship, and family. They'd also like to take a moment to remember those who are not here with us today, those who could not be here, and those who have passed on. They are a part of the foundation that makes Jamie and Abby the people that they are today. And we cherish their memories during this time of joy and celebration. Well, friends, this is not the beginning of a new relationship, but rather an acknowledgement of the start of the next chapter in their lives. Together. Indeed, this day might be thought of as a day of hope. A day in which Jamie and Abby demonstrate their commitment, respect, and love for one another. They've spent years together, getting to know each other, and they are now ready to bear witness to what their relationship has become and where it will continue to go from here. And you who are gathered here today, parents, siblings, families, and closest friends, are called to continue both your support and your encouragement as they take this next step. Well, Jamie and Abby, we all know that marriage is more than two people just standing up and repeating some familiar vows. It is a conscious decision, one which you will continue to work at each and every day. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens, but rather it is something that is created. In marriage, the little things are what make up the bigger picture. It's cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and believe you me now, as one who's been married for 56 years, when I tell you that having a sense of humor really helps. It's having the capacity also to forgive and to forget. It's not doing things for each other out of a duty or sacrifice, but rather in the spirit of joy. It's giving each other the space to grow and the support to do so along the way. Today, you have decided to build this type of marriage, and we are all here to celebrate with you. Now we come to some important questions. We call this the expression of intent and consent. Jamie, I want you to listen carefully. You have freely chosen Abby to be your wife. Do you promise to offer her your love and encouragement, your trust and respect, and your understanding and support through whatever life may bring? If so, will you please respond with the answer, I will or I do, in front of all of us so that we can all hear it? There's the mic.
I do.
Did you hear that in the back row?
Yeah?
I think they caught the idea. And Abby, believe it or not, you have freely chosen Jamie to be your husband. Do you promise to offer him your love, your encouragement, your trust and respect, your understanding and support through whatever life may bring? If so, in a clear voice and clearly into the microphone, simply respond, I do.
I do. I do?
You heard that in the back row, didn't you? Good. And now together do you both promise to work every day at building a life together that is filled with laughter, adventure, and some really good food? If so, will you respond together, we do?
We do.
We do.
Gee, they need the mic again.
We do.
That's the idea. We come now to the exchange of your vows, and I want to remind you that saying your vows is one thing, but nothing is more challenging than living your vows day by day. For what you promise here today must be renewed tomorrow and each day that stretches out before you. So, Jamie, those are your vows. You can open them up. Here's the mic. Don't go away. That's it. Now, you get your...
Oh, I appreciate it.
There, try that.
There you go.
Okay, loud and clear. Here are Jamie's vows.
Abby, 5 years ago, you walked into our Christmas party, and little did I know, that night I met my wife. It was the best day of my life, and I can't wait to spend the rest of it with you.
A little louder, Jamie. We all want to hear these words.
I also didn't know that for the rest of my life, my Christmas tree going up after November 1st would be considered late. But in any relationship, you learn things. I've learned a lot about you since then. I've learned you're hilarious. Genuinely the funniest person I've ever met. You commit to jokes far longer than anyone would, or should, and your front tooth is fake to prove it. You love your family. No matter how bad the storm, no matter what's going on in your life at any given moment, you're ready to drop everything and be there for the people you love. You're driven, whether it's waking up every single morning in the dark to get ready to work out, or making sure you're on an email list to make sure you have every chance humanly possible to see Taylor Swift. When you set your mind to something, there's nothing that can stand in your way. I'm proud of how we've grown together. When you were wrapping up your master's in Kingston and the pandemic accelerated your move back to Toronto, we spent the better part of the next year cooped up in a tiny one-bedroom, all alone together. We grew to learn that an evening with just the two of us playing board games or taking the latest step in our quest to make the best pasta sauce possible was all we needed. We grew to learn exactly how far the nearest patch of grass was to our apartment with a 6-month-old puppy. And we grew to learn that apple cider vinegar gets dog pee out of anything when you don't make it. When our time in Toronto had run its course, when we'd almost had enough pork buns and soup dumplings for a lifetime, we finally moved back here, to Ottawa. We've begun to set our permanent roots here. I can't wait to see what we can grow from those roots. I can't wait to be beside you when we finally move into a place of our own. I can't wait to start a family with you. And I can't wait to see if you'll change more diapers than you pick up dog poops. I can't wait to see if she picks up more dog poops or changes more diapers. Yeah.
Very little.
I can't wait to take the next step with you, Ab. And I can't wait for every step after that.
Okay. And Abby, there's the mic. It's all yours. Please express your vows now to Jamie.
Jamie, despite the fact that I only wrote these vows 72 hours ago, I have so much to say. I think the main reason I kept pushing this off as the last thing on my very long wedding list is because I simply didn't know how to put into words what you and our relationship mean to me. Even now, I'm struggling to articulate the comfort I feel in taking this next step with you. Over the past week, many people have asked if I'm nervous about today, and each time I've been able to say not at all. As you well know, the only thing I was nervous about was the rain. The reason I haven't been nervous about the actual marriage part is because of the complete confidence I have in this decision. From the very beginning of our relationship, you have made me feel at peace. From our first few dates where you made me feel comfortable enough to try squid, despite my very long-standing position against seafood, to how you faced the curveballs that were thrown our way and made us alter what you may have once envisioned for our future, you have remained the solid foundation that I needed so that I never had to doubt that I or we would be okay. It would be easy to stand here today and focus on all of our best memories together, from our picturesque first trip to Banff, to bringing home our perfect little puppy, and to moving to Ottawa and creating the amazing life we've started here. But those picture-perfect memories aren't the moments and the reasons that I feel so confident about our decision. Why I'm confident is because how you and I have faced the difficult parts of all of those memories together. While our trip to Banff was picturesque, it also involved us finding out, while hanging off the side of the Rocky Mountains, completely lost, that you were completely scared of heights. And despite having our first fight up on that mountain, we somehow made it safely back down closer than ever. And while I do stand by that Ozzy is the perfect dog, bringing him into our lives did come with a long list of challenges. But again, even in the hardest moments of crate training and puppy gastro bugs, you were the one to jump up and bring him outside in the middle of the night and clean up his messes when I couldn't. And probably the most important of all is when it came time to decide what our lives would look like after you finished your PhD. Despite the likely endless options you could have had if I was able to follow you anywhere, you instead chose to follow me to Ottawa, and I will never be able to thank you enough for that decision. I thank you for always putting me first, even when you deserve the spotlight. I thank you for making me laugh, even when we're stuck on the side of a mountain. I thank you for at least trying to pretend you enjoy our healthy meals and workouts, even if it's not really your go-to. But I also thank you for knowing when it's time for pizza and a tub of Ben & Jerry's. I thank you for the comfort and love you've provided over the past 5 years and the confidence you give that these feelings will only continue as we move forward through whatever life brings next. I thank you in advance for the incredible future and family that we will one day have together. And today I promise to you that I will spend all of our days trying to live in a way that allows you to thank me for those things too.
Great job. Now, somebody has some rings somewhere. Can we have the rings, please? Okay. You got the rings? Yep. Good. You're going to put yours on her finger, right? And you're going to repeat after me. Abby, I give you this ring.
Abby, I give you this ring.
As a sign of the love.
As a sign of the love.
And commitment to each other.
And commitment to each other.
I promise to support you.
Promise to support you.
Care for you.
Care for you.
And stand alongside you for all of our days.
And stand alongside you for all of our days.
Boy, you're very quiet here.
It's a big moment.
I know it is, but I hope everybody heard the words, that's all. And Abby, I would now encourage you to place the ring on Jamie's left hand and repeat after me. Jamie, I give you this ring.
Jamie, I give you this ring.
As a sign of our love and commitment.
As a sign of our love and commitment.
To each other.
To each other.
I promise to support you.
I promise to support you.
Care for you.
Care for you.
And stand alongside you.
Stand alongside of you.
For all of our days.
For all of our days.
Okay, just keep your two hands together. Don't move a muscle. Ring hands. That's what I want, right here, like that. May the love which has brought you together continue to grow and enrich your lives. May you meet with courage the problems which arise to challenge you, and may your relationship always be one of love and trust. May the happiness that you share today be with you always, and may every word that you have pledged here be living truth in your lives together. And now, to start things off in terms of the official part, we're going to take a few moments over here at the table to sign some documents while there is music playing. So we need the two of you and two witnesses. Well, Jamie and Abby, we have heard your promises to share your lives together in marriage, and we all recognize and respect the commitment that you have made here this day before each one of us as witnesses. Therefore, in the honesty and the sincerity of what you have both said and done here today, it is both my honor and my delight to declare that you shall henceforth be known as husband and wife. Jamie, you may now seal your marriage vows with a good and an appropriate kiss. So we're now after the ceremony, and Jamie and Abby welcome all of you to join them for a glass of champagne to kick off the celebration. You may also wish to step outside to get some sunset photos while the reception space gets set up for the party afterwards. They'd like to formally announce that the bar has officially opened and they are looking forward to getting the party started. It is my personal privilege and great joy to introduce to you Jamie and Abby for the first time. You may now stand. For the first time as husband and wife. Please greet them warmly.